Namaste to all of you and welcome to the Bhavan Short Takes. I'm delighted to have with me Veena Ramphal, who is going to start a brand new online short course which is beginning on the 6th of November, and we are here to talk to her about the same thing. To give a brief introduction about Veena Ramphal, she's a dancer and choreographer who's trained in Bharatnatyam at the Bhavan under Prakash Yadagadde. She has had a specialist training as well under Padma Subramaniam in Chennai, and she's also completed a PhD in philosophy and dance at SOAS London in 2006. So she's an artist who comes with a combination of the arts as well as philosophy and spirituality. Veena, welcome.
Thank you, Anvi. Delighted to be here.
Lovely as always to have you. So, Veena, you are starting a brand new course. It's something that you have designed yourself, and it is called as the Five Elements Dance. So it's a brilliant name. It's a very catchy name. It's a very interesting name. So could you tell us a bit more about this?
Absolutely. Five element dance is a movement meditation method that has really come through all of the work that I've done over many, many years with classical Indian dance and with meditation and yoga practices. So I've worked for a long time with clients using movements from dance as a way to center them in the body, as a way to help them through coaching and to move through coaching very quickly. So it's a very layered and complete way of engaging with yourself, really. And I then realized that five elements, the Pancha Mahabhutas that we have in our Indian wisdom traditions, offer a wonderful and fantastic container for these flows of movement. So I've brought together, or rather I would say it's just arisen through me, this sort of seed, if you like, in this vast forest of knowledge that we all have available to us. I've brought together the five elements and the whole philosophy behind the five elements with particular mudras, hand gestures, and particular movements to create five element dance. So it's a very beautiful way to move and meditate.
Wow, brilliant. Could you just tell the viewers what the five elements are that are mentioned in our tradition?
Yes, so there is earth, water, fire, air, and akasha, which is usually translated as either space or ether. And essentially, akasha is the very, very subtle web on which the other elements play and out of which they emerge.
Okay.
So the five elements are all qualities as well as physical attributes. In fact, it is often said in the tradition that the whole of creation, everything that is in existence, is nothing but a play of these five elements. So that gives us a sense of their cosmic dimension, of how they permeate everything from our subtlest thought to the physical reality of our bones and flesh.
That's wonderful. And even obviously, the human body is also of the five elements. And to use the same five elements to kind of make the body much more spiritual, I guess that's a beautiful way to go. So, if somebody enrolls to the course, what exactly do they learn here? And of course, you talked about the philosophy of it. What is the structure of the course?
Yes, so with this course, the fundamentals of five element dance, we're going to be focusing very much on the physical movement. So it's completely experiential, but each class is half an hour and we'll be moving completely for that half an hour. We'll be moving through each of the flows of the five elements. So when I'm saying flows, I've created a specific sequence of movement, and I'm calling that a flow. So there is an earth flow, a water flow, a fire flow, etc. Each of the flows has a particular mudra. So you'll learn the mudra, you will learn the flow. And here's a really important piece with five element dance, which is open to everybody, whether they have danced before or not. So you're not trying to copy the movements. You're not trying to get the movements correct or right. What you're aiming to do is to allow your eyes to receive the movement that you see me do. And then you're allowing your body to interpret and express that movement in its own way. So this is why it's a movement meditation class. It's not about dance technique. It's not about anything like that. So it really is open for everybody. And by moving through each of the elements, you are allowing that aspect of your body and mind to express itself. So it's a very therapeutic experience. It generates an extraordinary sense of well-being and lightness and joy. And this is the feedback that I have heard from people who have already experienced this, is that it generates this joy. And often the body surprises them. Yes, it surprises what it will actually do when you start to trust the body. The movements that come out can often surprise people. And we'll also be working with the core, you know, focusing on allowing the movement to flow through the whole body from the core. And that is a very powerful experience for people. I've had one lady say recently that she had felt very disconnected from that part of her body for a long time since she had given birth. And that by doing these movements, she suddenly felt fully connected and empowered in her core again. And so that, I mean, that is a huge experience to have through doing 5-element dance. For people who have grown up with a Havan practice or a puja practice or, you know, a homam, you will notice that there are different ways in the tradition in which we actually work with the 5 elements, and a Havan is one expression of that. So it is there, you know, I think for a lot of people, they will have experienced, maybe without even knowing that it was about cleansing the 5 elements. That is what those practices are about. And I wanted to create something that just really works with the body. So we're not having to depend on any external tools. It's something that we experience internally.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It's a very organic way of just letting your body to do what it does best.
Exactly. And this is, I find, a wonderful way to reach into and dance into your cosmic self, right? Because when we're dancing into these elements, we really are dancing into the cosmic version of ourselves.
Yeah, it kind of resonates with what we say, Aham Brahmasmi. Probably that's not a very, I don't know, correct analogy, but kind of similar, I guess, where you are the universe and.
Absolutely, no, that is absolutely correct. And that is exactly what we're reaching into. And when we get into working with Akasha, which is the subtlest element, for me, in many ways, Akasha is sort of that liminal space that can take us into that experience of Aham Brahmasmi, right? So it's that is exactly what we are expanding into.
Wonderful. And you also work a lot with the Karana movement sets. So would you be incorporating that into this course as well? And how would you do that?
So with 5-element dance, I have taken some of the very core elements of the Karanas, in particular, this moving from the core of the body. And I've brought that in. So there is this quality of everything being gathered into the core. So there's great coherence. And the other way in which I've used the Karanas here is the quality of fluidity in the movement. So there is the structure through the mudras, but then the kinds of movements I've used different charis and different nrittahastas from the Karanas and from the Natya Shastras. So it really is an exquisite, fluid set of movements and a very graceful way to meditate.
Okay, wonderful. Also about, I think one of the main undercurrents in everything that we've spoken until now is the aspect of your emotions and of spirituality. So could you talk a little more about how that would be touched upon as well in the course?
Yes. So one of the reasons that I've created 5-element dance is that I've found that in my experience with, you know, working with lots of philosophy, Indian philosophy, and doing many different kinds of yoga sadhanas, which are all very powerful. But I've often found that one element that is missing from sadhana is the emotions. Do you know, it's almost as if the emotions feel like an inconvenience, and they're very much ignored. Right. And this is where I think dance and classical Indian dance has so much to offer, because we include the emotions. We have a whole, right? We have a whole set of principles and a very sophisticated understanding of emotion and emotional expression through the body with Abhinaya. Yeah. So I wanted to create a sadhana, a spiritual practice that actively includes and honors the emotions. So the way that we do that with 5-element dance, and again, this is something that will surprise people, by moving in this way, by bringing our attention crafted and shaped through particular flows of movement, the emotions will naturally arise and flow and generate and become more coherent. So we are not going to focus on working with particular types of emotion or anything like that. You're allowing your body's innate intelligence to work with your emotions. And again, it's surprisingly powerful. Like I said earlier, I've worked with this method as a coach for many years, and people are so often surprised at the body's intelligence. It will just bring up something and express a particular emotion. It'll come out of nowhere, but you're then carried on that wave of your own innate intelligence. And it is a deeply spiritual experience, because the emotions are very powerful. If you think about it, it's one of the ways in which human beings are very unique. Yes, animals, there are many animals that feel emotion, but they don't have the same complexity and the same link with thought. So for us, a particular emotion can generate a whole stream of thought. It can generate so much creativity. It's linked to our memory. It's very, very complex, and therefore it's a very rich tool to use as a spiritual practice.
Yeah, even in terms of like psychology, people complain of a lot of like unexplained pains in their body or whatever, and it's all these pent up emotions that kind of work that up. So yeah, that's
exactly. And I think that's something that neuroscience and other disciplines are starting to really understand and explain now, how those emotions get trapped in different parts of the body at different cellular levels. And yes, they can certainly manifest as disease. And this is one of the reasons why dance and movement is such a beneficial thing to do. 5-element dance works on the level of the body, the cells, the mind, the emotions, and your energy as well. So it's fabulous.
That's wonderful. Any last words that you would like to say to any prospective students who are thinking of joining in?
I would say that the most important thing is to trust your body and trust your body's movement. You don't need to come with any kind of expertise or any kind of expectation. If you bring your body into this practice with a sense of curiosity and willingness to experience, you will enjoy it very much.
Wonderful. Well, that was lovely, Veena. Thank you so much for sharing all the thoughts behind the 5-elements dance. And to everybody listening out there, the course starts on the 6th of November. It happens for 4 Saturdays in the morning from 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. All the details and the registration you can find on our website, www.bhavan.net. So we really hope to see you all in the session soon. Veena, thank you once again.
Thank you, Anvi.
Namaste.